If I seem tired, I don't know if you noticed the bags under my eyes, it's because I am. You're right on the money. Money. Speaking of money, have you met Tim, my money plant? Say hi, Tim. All right, he's not in the speaking mood today. He hasn't produced any money yet, but hopefully soon. Whoever said money doesn't grow on trees obviously hasn't met someone like Tim. Back to why we are all here. Today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Libra Scorpio Cusp and a Gemini Cancer Cusp. If you were born sometime in between October 19th to October 25th, then you were born on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. And if you were born sometime between June 19th and June 24th, the dates do vary, then you were born on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. Libra Scorpio Cuspers, you will find yourself opening up about things that you never really opened up about before. Things that you have never told anyone. It may be easy to just put all your efforts into making this relationship work, but don't put any unnecessary effort, because they may take it for granted at times. A Gemini Cancer Cusp may irritate you. The more secrets that you share with each other that you haven't told anyone else, the stronger your bond will be. And that is how you strengthen your bond. Unfortunately, that requires you being vulnerable and you opening up about things that are private. And if the only way to grow as a couple is to reveal the darkness in your hearts, then you have to have a lot of trust for one another. Don't forget that you often have the upper hand in the relationship. It may seem like they're making all the first moves, but a lot of the time, you are the one who has the advantage. Gemini Cancer Cusps can be a really perfect match for you. If you're gonna get past most of the obstacles and the flaws, the problem is when one of you decides to expose the other. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, you both have the tendency to be unstable and build your relationship on secrets. And when one of you loses their temper and can't manage their feelings, they end up telling the other secrets. So even though your bond is stronger and stronger the more you get to know each other, and that's how the relationship grows and progresses, the easier it is to betray each other when something goes wrong. Don't forget about you. It can be very easy to spend all your time working on your relationship, but don't forget to take care of yourself and your own journey. You would still enjoy your time when you're with your Gemini Cancer Cusp. You would have a blast. You may also accidentally betray the other secrets, because as you absorb more and more secrets, you won't be able to retain it all. You may blurt out something that you weren't supposed to tell. You may even talk in your sleep. It's like your subconscious is like, fuck this, I can't keep all of this in. But one way or another, you will feel like there are too many secrets after a while. And you're going to need to release it. And it's a huge dilemma. Instead of going out of your way to just tell them what you keep hidden, work on just being open from the start. Have a no secrets policy. Just be completely honest with each other so that there's never really a time to sit down and just talk about it and tell each other things. Just know everything already. Make it a natural thing. And that way you avoid this. You both need to be completely 100% honest and on the same page to make sure that there is nothing to hide. Gemini Cancer Cusp is very moody. They can let their feelings really take over, and it can impact their decisions. You both are going to be detectives, like you're solving a case that is each other. Gemini Cancer cusps learn very quickly, and they know how to take in information and then tuck it away in the corner of their brain. And the only way to really get them to remember is by pestering them. And that can become a huge part of this relationship. You bugging them about things that they might not fully remember. You have to watch out for manipulation. No more playing games. You'll probably feel like the one who has to take charge of things. You're going to have to be the mature one in this relationship. You can be very testy. You're good at getting to the bottom of things. You know? You're very analytical, and that's going to play a huge part in how you deal with conflict with your Gemini Cancer cusp. The older you are in this relationship, the less secretive you both are. As you grow and mature, you won't be as drawn to scandal. Things will probably be much more dramatic for some couple in their 20s as opposed to in your 50s, because when you get older, you just need less mystery and drama. A Gemini Cancer cusp will come across as aloof sometimes. They may have this syndrome called verbal diarrhea, like they just say whatever they want and they don't really think twice about it, like it'll just fall out of their mouth, you know? Words, 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 words. They don't really think about it. You can get so caught up in the puzzle that is your relationship that you might forget about your dreams and your own self. Do not ignore who you are, okay? Don't get so distracted by the dynamic of your relationship. You show the rest of the world what you want them to see. They don't ever fully understand what's going on between the two of you, you know? And that's the way you want it. You tell them what they need to hear, and they will never fully understand your relationship. It's one big mystery. You may feel like you're not being treated as an equal in the relationship. You may spend so much time trying to figure things out, but you need to make better use of your time. Don't forget about your passions and your self-love. Your loved ones will have trouble understanding how your marriage works. It's like one big enigma to them, but that's just the game you play. At times, your Gemini Cancer cusp will come across as reserved and timid. They can seem very self-conscious and insecure. It may seem like this whole hide and seek dynamic is very unhealthy. And that might be so, but there's definitely a positive side to all of this. The more you learn and the more you open up to each other, the more you're able to grow and mature. And that's why you play the game in the first place. As a couple, you tend to be more secretive towards other couples. It's hard to compare to your relationship, and most people just won't understand. They just won't get it. But that's just the dynamic here. Gemini Cancer cusp may seem flaky when you're first dating them. If they don't seem to be on time, or they stand you up, do not expect that to change. That is something that they're going to need to work on, okay? But they'll never change that for you. The truth can set you free. Your relationship is a never-ending puzzle. There's always something that you're hiding from each other. And you're always figuring them out, and they're always figuring you out. And it's just that type of connection. You find their humility endearing at times. It's refreshing for you. The relationship can be one big mind fuck. Keeping things platonic may be your best option here. Mark my words, you will play games with each other's hearts. A Gemini Cancer cusp would fall for you. They would fall hard. Oh yeah. And once you get a taste of their sense of humor and how amusing they are, it will be very hard not to fall for them too. It's hard for you to find someone so accepting of the darkest parts of yourself. They would appreciate you and love you and even relate to those parts. This match has a lot of more challenges than most of the matches in the Zodiac. It's not impossible, but it definitely would work out better if you meet when you're older and more mature. If you're too young and you still have a lot of growth and maturing to do, then this relationship will not work for you. All right. It is time to say goodbye. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you were born on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer, or the cusp of Libra and Scorpio, please comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you have any feedback? What's your story? What do you think? Okay, bye.